There you are on the stream.
Just like that.
Very,
Sweet.
very good games.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so let's practice the spiel. Who are you, Brendan?
I'm Brennan, and I'm the designer of Brazen Crown. Who are you?
I'm Ash, and I'm the schmuck of a Brazen Crown. I'm the publisher and the person who is pulling his hair out, trying to get people to go not only go to the Kickstarter page, but actually, click that little magic button that says "I will do it. I will make your dreams come true." And that's what we're doing here. We're going to show off some of the game, and we're going to play some stuff. Yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, we've already got a fan. Hi, Josh.
It's
All right,
Josh.
let's do the thing. Yeah.
Still with the Larisk.
It's a good name. So, we've got our heroes here, and we're going to play a fast battle-style card game against each other. One of these unfortunate souls. Which hero would you like to play, Ash?
Rad. Looks so rad. Okay. I will take Kacheria. Oh, so I have to join.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
So you're going to be yellow and I'll be pink.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, I'll take Kacheria. I mean,
Sweet.
wait. I mean, this isn't really the draft.
Well, no, this is like a smash-up mode. So the very first time you play, you can pick two decks, put them together, and you get the hero matches.
Sure, but this isn't Smash Up either.
No, I think this is two gentlemen who agreed ahead of time which deck they wanted to play.
Okay. All right.
I mean, yeah. So before the stream started, we chatted about it. One of us got Kacheria, and the other one of us is going to play Candidus. And Laris asks, is this a digital game? And the answer is no, but I took the box and put it away. If you back us on Kickstarter, you've got your choice of getting the digital, which means you can play it on Screen Top. You can play it right now. You could join this stream if you wanted, or you could just join the game if you wanted, and we chat to you separately. The other thing you can do on Kickstarter is you can get it as a box, and you would get everything you see here, and then I think a little bit more. No, you get everything you see here. Absolutely everything you see here needed to play a game.
There are more tokens, so.
There are more tokens. All right, I knew there was slightly more.
Slightly more.
So I just didn't want to accidentally overstate how good it was.
You want to pick a thing, a pile?
So I'm playing Candidus, and if you want to highlight him, I've got a royal / esoteric. So I need to grab a royal deck from the pile over to the Ash's right, and an esoteric deck, shuffle them together, and that's my deck. So I'm going to grab this one, which looks royal because it has the little crown just there underneath its name. And I'm going to grab an esoteric hermit deck just here, which has a wand with a bone on it underneath its name. And then I'm going to pick both of these up. In Screen Top, turn them over, and shuffle them lots. Now that might seem like an involved process, but if you back us at the physical tier, it's as easy as picking up two things and then shuffling them together.
Yeah, people cry so much about using a new tabletop, but I really like Screen Top.
It's nice. It's good and it's easy.
So Kacheria is and fanged, so I'm going to use to pass line like this and this. So even in the smash up, you've got kind of four, or kind of more than four, because you can combine heroes with decks in different ways, but you've got at least 4 builds that you can do with each hero. So there's quite a lot of different combinations you can throw together. Plus, there's 2, 3, or 4 players. So yeah, even without getting into the elaborate draft, you've got quite a lot of different kind of setups you can try out. Cool.
So, yeah. So in this game, I start with 20 health. You start with 20 health. We each start with a single silver coin to our names, and we'll gather them more as the game goes along. Ash is in possession of something called the Brazen Crown. So Ash is going to die soon, is the sad news here. Every time you have the Brazen Crown and you keep the Brazen Crown, misery increases. If it reaches 7, you die. So Ash will need to get rid of that by trying to hit me in the face with his minions, which he can summon through gameplay.
The Brazen Crown is one of my favorite illustrations, I would say. And it was quite an early one too, actually.
Yeah. It's just really nice. Like, Alan's done a wonderful job, and it was so great to see like that take shape, because we knew that it was going to be cool and it was going to be ugly as heck. And then he nailed it, and I felt really good because it felt like the project would just take shape by itself.
It does look like it smells, right?
Yeah.
It's got a
There's
stank.
probably still bits of the lost guy.
Yeah. As it should.
Right.
So one of the things the Brazen Crown does is, of course, kills you if the misery of the world increases too high. The misery of the world is currently 1. We have 1 token on there. And the other thing it does is it compensates you very slightly for this by giving you a card draw. So whenever you put on the crown, you draw a card. So I'll sort of draw that now, and then I'll draw my initial 5. So I'll have a slight card advantage because I have the disadvantage of having the crown.
So I get to go first because Ash picked second, and he's got the crown. So on my very first turn of the game, I have a single coin, and I'm going to cast a spell. So this spell is called Seek Redemption. It has a single silver coin up in the top of the corner with a 1 on it, which means I will flip over my silver coin to show that I've played it. When you play a spell, it has its effect, and it goes to the discard pile. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and then I will discard it. That's all I can do. That's all I need to do. And I'm going to pass the turn over to Ash.
Rad. Okay, I'm just gonna go full hog crazy nonsense, and I'm gonna play the Martinet's Orb. At the start of your turn, spend 1 charge, lose health equal to misery, and draw 2 cards. So relics are another type of card. You've got minions, which are monsters in play. You've got spells, which we just saw, and relics. Relics come with charges on them, which we're gonna at the moment track with this dice. This die, sorry. Pedants of the world, and basically this is, Morgborg is a dying world, and the relics are dying too, so the magic is fading. In this case there are 6 charges, and whenever the relic has some effect, either triggered or automatically, it's going to spend charges, and once the charges are all gone, the relic is destroyed. In this case, the Martinet's Orb, at the start of my turn, I basically lose health, but get to draw quite a lot of cards to compensate for that. So the Martinet's Orb is sort of like a poison chalice sort of thing, but it's quite early in the game, so I think it's a good play. And
I like it.
I did not draw a card at the start of my turn, and you know what? It's a 0 cost. So some cards will be 0 silver. Silver is a currency, and that means that you can play as many of these as you want, as you have available on your turn. So that's kind of nice to start with, and that is my turn. Now the turn is over, and I haven't dealt damage to my rival, which means that the misery of the world is going to increase by 1. I don't really care too much about that until the misery of the world gets high enough that it becomes a threat to me, because once it reaches 7, I die. So it's sort of like a ticking time bomb. It's a game timer forcing us to sort of do things. Otherwise, the game will end.
Hooray! All right. So now it's my turn?
You may.
Yeah. So at the start of my turn, I refresh my silver. So I started the game with 1. On the second turn, I have 2. As a spoiler, on the third turn, I will have 3. And now I can play some cards. I'm going to play another spell. But this spell is called False Promises. So it's going to make me a ghost token, which I'll drag from over here into the battlefield. So this is a little 1/1 useless token, but also when I play it, it's going to put a vigor marker on my minion. So minions have a name up the top. They've got their type just underneath it, and then at the very bottom they have any special abilities they have. That top number is how much damage they can deal, and the second number is how much damage they can take, and it lasts between turns. And if you have a vigor marker, your minion is slightly stronger. So this one currently can deal 2 damage and take 2 damage before dying. But alas, it can't do much else, because it is sad and dizzy when it first enters the battlefield.
Would you say it would be it's been sickened by the process of being summoned?
I would have to consult our legal team, but I might say that if I had their approval. I'm also going to continue on the original idea stream by playing this card face down as a trap. If I have $1, I can flip it up when Ash does something that I disagree with, and potentially stop him from doing that thing.
Well, well, well. My turn?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I'll begin my turn. Start of turn, I draw a card. Okay.
And your Martinez orb ticks.
Oh yeah, the Martinez orb. Okay, so what's going to happen? I'm going to spend 1 charge, so this goes down to 5. And I lose health equal to misery, which is 2. My health becomes 18. So all just great things so far. And then I get to draw 2 cards, which could be kind of nice. Okay. I'm looking. Yeah, let's just go for this. This is rad. So that's a useless wretch. Oops. There we go. Currently exhausted. Can't be used for much except dying. Hint, hint. And I'm also going to spend half of my money on Extortionist.
Oh, I don't like that card. So I think I might reveal my trap can. So
ooh, nice.
I'm going to play an animate trap. Yeah, you played a minion card from your hand, and I'd like to counter it. So I'll spend my $1 now. And you can just not have an extortionist.
Cool. Counter is something we don't currently really explain, but I guess we can add that in the rulebook. It's also one of those things that if you're playing this game, there's a very strong likelihood you'll just rock it. Okay, so we've got these 2. Let's go with something goofy. I'm going to use Kacheria's ability. So once per turn, Kacheria is just not a nice employer, and you may sacrifice all of your minions and draw that many cards. So I'm going to sacrifice, I guess, Useless Wretch. And that will have the added benefit of gaining me 1 health. So my health is now 19. And then I will sacrifice Cultist of the Damned. And when Cultist of the Damned dies, Arrival discards a card for each Cultist that died this turn. Now, I believe that Extortionist did not die, otherwise the dying effect would be triggered.
Yeah.
So that is 2 cards you need to discard. And that is really just brutal.
I hate this for me. Okay. I'm going to discard Gate of Turloin and Scales of Justice.
Nice.
Both fine cards that I wish I could have kept.
And I draw 2 cards for that. All right, now I have a slight kind of problem, which is that I have too many cards. At the end of your turn, you need to have no more than 5 cards in hand. So I need to, and I can't play enough to go down to 5. So I need to choose which ones. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just go for this. I don't know if it's the best play, but seems neat. I'm going to play Corpseyard Grim. And Corpseyard Grim costs $1. And the Corpseyard Grim says, you may, I can discard cards to place a vigor marker on Corpseyard Grim. And I can do this as many times as I want. Because the Corpseyard Grim is eating them, I believe. Eating their bodies.
Yeah. Yum.
Exactly. So I'm going to, of course, discard Gutterborn of Kyrgyz, who likes to be in the discard anyway. And that gives me a healthy pet there. I still have 6 cards in hand, so I need to discard another one.
I've just seen that Laris is asking how do you get money. So you start off the game with 1 money per turn, on the second turn 2 money per turn, and then on the third turn you get to 3 money per turn, and then for the rest of the game you have 3 money at the start of your turn, and you can't bank them. There are some cards that will give you loot, which I'm just going to bring out onto the field, and that means you can sacrifice it to gain a silver. So there is one card in the game that costs 4 silver, and that's the only way you can play it. But also you can just use loot to cast lots and lots and lots of spells.
Exactly. I would love some loot right now. But I've managed to at least get some value out of the discards. And oh my god, this key is always what I don't think it will be. That is my turn. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to declare a scapegoat. So a scapegoat is a card that each player has in their hand. And at the end of your turn, you may freely assign that to a minion that you control. And you can say that minion that I control, that's my scapegoat. What does that mean? That means that when a rival is coming to send minions to fight you, as Brennan is about to, but he's going to probably show another exception here on his turn. But the scapegoat says that if you're going to fight me, that's great. You can do that, go for it. But you need to target my scapegoat first. So rather than fighting me directly or fighting another one of my minions, the scapegoat is the one that I'm going to blame for all my evils, and they must be targeted first. So it's kind of a defender. It's a way to protect yourself. And that's it. So I'm declaring a scapegoat. The misery of the world is increasing from 2 to 3, and that is the end of my turn.
Hooray! Okay. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to draw a card. I've got $1, $2, $3. My ghost is now awake, and I can attack with it. I have a cool spell that I'm excited to play. It's called From the Rift to Ithia. So when I play it, I'm allowed to reveal the top 5 cards from any forbidden pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this one over, and I'm going to shuffle it just to be nice and fair. And then I go 1.
Ooh, pick that
2.
one.
What? 3.
Pick bleed.
4. 5. I can cast any one of these for 0 silver. Pick bleed.
Go on.
What if I wanted to discard my hand and draw 3 cards? Because that seems real good. Seems very good.
Probably what you want to do now, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't think I can really Wizard's Teeth use, so I'm gonna go for this. So the card that I'm choosing to play is Locked Until the End. I discard my hand, and then I draw equal to the miseries. So there are currently 3 miseries on the Brazen Crown. 1, 2, 3.
Love Until the End's definitely top 5 illustrations for me.
I really like it. He looks very happy with stuff. Oh, sorry. If you've, I'm gonna trot that all along to my discard pile now, and then figure out what to do to you next. I drew a useless cultist, so this one is called Initiative the Invisible. Many cultists are defined by the fact that they are worth $0, are not really great on the board, and you start really valuing them when a large number of them die to further your inscrutable goals. I have just realized that I have another cultist that says whenever one of my minions die, I gain 2 health.
Is Verhu? I think I always forget Verhu's Faithful is a cultist. Okay.
Yeah.
Great card. Very good card.
Yeah, love him. All right. So my ghost can attack. The way that things usually work when there's nothing else on the board is you pick a minion that you want to attack, you say this is attacking, and you tell the other player what it's attacking. And on your turn, nothing stops you from doing whatever it is that you want. So if Ash didn't have a scapegoat, I could attack him, or I could attack any one of his minions. Once he has a scapegoat and needs to deal with that scapegoat, then I'm allowed to go back to attacking him or his minions. However, my ghost is a flying boy, and that means that he is allowed to ignore scapegoats without fighting when attacking, which I think I might do. So, just to help Ash die a little bit quicker, I'm going to exhaust this, and I'm going to attack him. I will attack your life points directly. So that will deal 2 damage to you.
Rude.
I'm sorry, yeah. Now, I've still got a silver, and Candidus has the special ability of drawing a card from Forbidden Vials. So I'm going to spend a silver, I'm going to draw a card. Uh, the weird thing about this is that anything that isn't part of your actual deck and not one of your classes is that it's considered out of class. And if I want to play this, I would actually have to banish another card from my hand just to pay for it. So I'm real good at casting royal cards, and I'm real good at playing esoteric cards. Anything that's a different color, I need to spend a card for it. But that'll be okay. My scapegoat is this Initiative of the Invisible. I have seen them hanging around the bike racks after hours, and I'm pretty sure they're trying to nick someone's bike. So if anyone was looking to beat someone up, pick the Initiative of the Invisible.
As someone who recently had quite an expensive bike stolen, I'm completely down with
The hatred is real?
Yeah, for real. Cool. So all right. So I know that it's my turn because the scapegoat is just being assigned. So
Yep.
I will begin.
I can
my
only
turn.
do that at the end.
So I draw a card. The Martinet's Orb does its thing. The charges decrease. I draw 2 cards, and I'm just awash. I am awash in cards, and I luckily have three bucks, so that's something.
And you're down to 14 health, and I'm just gonna help you out by setting up that. Yep. Because we have 3 miseries, and that's what Martinet's Orb wants to take from you.
Got it. Cool. All right, I have many options. I've got a trap I want to put into play.
Oh no.
2 traps. Wow, really a lot of options here. I think what I'll do is just cry a bit.
Oh.
Ooh, I wanna somehow deal some real damage. But I think I might just have to waste the turn attacking. This a scapegoat. Let's go with something a bit goofy. I'm going to spend $1 playing Puppet of Necrobell. Move a minion from your discard pile into play. It has Frenzy. At the end of your turn, banish that minion. I don't really have any good minions there. I think the best value is probably Useless Wretch.
Well, if you brought back Extortionist.
Cultist, yeah.
What if you brought back your Extortionist?
And nix my Corpse Yard Grim when it dies?
Oh. Yeah, that would be really good for me.
That would be tremendous for you, yeah. But what I'm going to do is bring back Cultist of the Damned with Frenzy. Okay, so that means that normally when a minion comes into play, it is exhausted, but not if it's frenzied. That means that it is unexhausted, and also it must attack whenever it can. So at some point in this turn, Cultist of the Damned must attack. And that's going to happen pretty soon, because what I'm going to do is send the Cultist of the Damned against the Initiate of the Invisible. We're sort of going to trade off here. So what'll happen is the Initiate dies. The Cultist lives for now.
So I draw a card because a single Cultist has died. So woe betide me if more Cultists die, because then I think that will mean that I just got a whole bunch of cards. I did not even damage your Cultist. The
Initiate.
My Initiative of the Invisible is 0-1.
So one of the distinctions from some other battle card games you might have come across is the tracked damage. So what I thought happened, because I wasn't paying enough attention, was that 1 damage had been dealt to my minion. If that was the case, I would put a -1 health token on it. And eventually, once that number of tokens reaches its health, which is 2, the minion is killed. In this case, there was no damage, so great for the Cultist. I'm sure you have a long life ahead of you and will not die at the end of this turn. So there's that. Okay, now I'm going to attack you with the Corpse Yard Grim.
So I take 3?
3, yep.
Oh boy. Alright, and I am dropping down to 17. And you dealt damage to me, so what happens now?
So what happens is that I'm going to pass the crown to you along with the tokens.
Oh,
That is now
yeah.
your problem to deal with. The compensation is that you get to draw a card.
Love drawing a card. Yeah.
Exactly. And then what I'm going to do is the following. I will play Enarch. Because I don't have the crown, Enarch is free and comes into play with a vigor marker, which is nice. And I'm tempted to just... Is that a cult? No, that's not a cultist. Okay. But that would be 2 cultists.
If you can sacrifice it, I have to discard 2 cards, which gets rid of the benefit from and getting the crown this time.
So Cultist of the Dam was brought about by Puppet of Necrobell, which means it's doomed. Oh, but it's banished, it's not killed.
Yeah, it's going to go into the Shadow Realm.
That makes it easy then. But I can't kill anything.
I mean, if you do a take back seat, you could have Anarch in your hand, you could sacrifice everything, and then you can play it afterwards.
Yeah, sacrifice everything is still an option. And I think I'll do that now that I know that's the only route to this.
So
what I'll do is I'll
rewind time?
No, I'll just currently sacrifice everything. Because Anarch gives me a card.
Sweet, no, that's fine. Yeah, do it.
So
I hate
I'll
Destiny.
sacrifice everything. Sorry, Corpse Grim.
They were a good boy. They were the best Demon Shadow boy I've ever had.
So because of that, I get to draw 3 cards. I might actually mill myself here. That's cool. And because of the cultist dying, Brennan needs to discard 2 cards. Yeah.
All right. I will get rid of Pampelia's Touch. And I'll get rid of Grim Psalmist.
Nice.
Seems okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then what I will do with my remaining $2 is I'll just do it. I'm gonna go Corpse Yard Grim. And then I will discard discard. Cool. So now I have 5 cards in hand, and that is wait, no. I still have a buck, don't I?
Yeah. You got a double. What are you gonna do?
There you go. Scarred Veteran.
Ooh, oh no. Okay, so what does that do?
The Chunky Boy. So the Scarred Veteran is a human knight, and whenever another minion is damaged, put a vigor marker on Scarred Veteran. So he's like a news journalist, just walking around, looking at stuff, getting experience, leveling up, massive gains. That's the end of my turn, and the misery does not increase because that's your problem now.
Oh no. Okay, my go. Oh lordy. Alright. This isn't something that I've seen before. So my pale one says that relics cost 1 silver less to play and add to play with 2 additional charges. This is not a card that's usually part of my class. I drew it from Carteria's special ability.
Nice.
And because of that, I have to get rid of this Soul Shaper. So I'm going to banish this. It goes to the Shadow Zone. I'll never be able to get it back. But the Gonfalon comes into play with 5, which seems good. What? And now I can... Isn't it?
No, the Miseries is 3.
Oh, but I see here that my relics...
yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And now I'm going to make a bit of a choice here. I'm going to set this one to 4, so I'm spending 1. And I'm going to make this one bigger.
This is crazy, by the way.
It's yeah.
I mean, you just win, right?
Oh yeah, I think I do.
Which was my suspicion with this card, but we'll see.
Yep. I think we've learned something here. So I can do that 4 more times.
Yep.
which means that this is quite late here. 17? 17, 17?
Yep.
Do you have a trap?
Not that would trigger, and I don't have any money, so I've got nothing. I've no answer to your flying 17-17.
Well, that felt pretty good. Yeah.
Did it?
We, yeah. Uh,
Cool.
we can
So
look at
so
that one.
then what would happen is the ghost would eat me, and I would lose lots of life, and that would be the game, down to 0 health.
Hooray. Uh, cool.
And that's it. I
And
believe
that's a game.
we now have Joshy's gone, so it's just us, Brendan. It's just us.
Okay. All right.
So we can talk about my severe misgivings with this card, but maybe later.
I think it's pretty good. It's entirely possible that spend a chance to put a single bigger counter is fine, but 2 might. Because at 6, I can put 12 on a single turn. Like, if you have 6 miseries,
Yeah.
this is something that can give something +6 for free. Like, that's. Yes.
I just think the math is wildly off. Like, I mean, 2 is better than 3. I guess
Yeah.
I should try that. But from my point of view, like the surprise plus what was it, plus 15?
Yep. That surprised me. I was gonna split and not mention it, and you're like, "Do I die?" And I was like, "Well, oh well." Like, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that's the game. I guess we'll kind of leave it there. Maybe in future videos we can do different matchups. We can actually stream more publicly, and we can take questions, answer what people want to know, and tweak this card. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. Brendan, you'll be free through the week for some more games.
That's the plan. I don't know exactly what nights because I also live a real human life during the day. But if I can, I want to play more of this. More.
Let's do it.